What's going on, guys? This is Sniper336 coming to you here with a Clash of Kings video. So, today I'm going to be going over the troops and the troops that I think are the absolute best. Now, some of these troops, they might not be according to stats. I just find these troops very, very useful at sometimes whenever it comes to attacking, and I also just started my T8 horses. So it will kind of make it easier, kind of just to show you what these guys are capable of. Anywho, alright, so first off, for right now, kind of usually whenever I set up my marches to go attack, most of the time I will send like 20,000 um, horsemen, 20,000 archers. I'll send maybe 30, anywhere between 15 to 30,000 chariots. And then sometimes I'll send, yeah. So, as kind of, they just updated the game, so I'm still trying to get used to how they set some of it up, even though it's not really any different. Sometimes I'll try to use maybe like, okay, let's just do like 1,000 of these guys. Most of the time, I just send all of these guys. Send about 20,000 here. 20,000. And then I'll kind of just fill it up with trebuchets. That's whenever they're here, but I've got like maybe 30,000 trebuchets, so then I'll just kind of fill that up. And then I'll usually march that. And I've found out that usually you do not lose a lot, especially on some big attacks. Kind of like, um, all you see all these big castles, or when you wake up in the morning, you notice that hey, I've lost three something 100,000 power. I got hit real bad by this guy, and he didn't take many losses. Now, as of kind of like right here, that kind of shows you an example of what I'm talking about. Most, and this was only a level 16 castle, so he had all T6s. He definitely had a lot of troops. I think it was like 128,000, and I was marching close to 90 something thousand whenever I was marching him. So I kind of had the upper hand because I was marching almost 30,000 T8s and 50 something thousand, 60,000 T7s. So the T6s or the T7s and 8s are definitely good attacking troops. Um Now whenever you're trying like a 22 is trying to find a 19, you're going to lose more when you're attacking a level 19 with a 22. Um Even though you might be able to do more damage, it hurts more because the other opponent will have level 7 troops. Now, the best level 7 troop that you can train, which will definitely help with defense whenever you reach a level 19 castle, would be the level 7 guards. These guys, I don't know what it is about these guys, but these guys, I've seen the biggest castles, and I'm talking like 27s and 29s that I've scouted whenever I'm playing like the ancient battlefield, or whenever I'm just going out to fight on my own, and I've got these big castles scouting. Excuse me. Um, but these guys, I scout them, and these guys have hundreds and thousands of these T7 guards, and I was told by one of my members, one of the R4s, that the T7 guards are the best defense troops. Now, at the time, I didn't know that, so I would always use them for like attacking stuff when they didn't have the stats to show like they were actually meant for more defense than offense. So, you can see like a major difference between the level 7 guard. You can see that their defense is so much better than the T8s. The T8s definitely have an attack advantage, which is good to have these guys because if you send like 1,000 of them, they're going to be absolute meat shields and will protect your guys for the most part. Whenever I was hitting those level 16s, I was sending maybe 10,000 swordsmen. Now, that was kind of my mistake because I was losing more of those guys than I was anything else. So, don't send a lot of swordsmen until you get T9s, because T9s are definitely very good. Now T10s are the best defense troops, but that's until you get a level 30. And when you get a level 30 castle, I would start training the heck out of these things because these things are bad to the bone. I've seen some of these 30 castles win some big defenses with those troops. Don't fight with them because they get manslaughtered. Kind of like, let's see, like the horses. I mean, they're definitely some good defense or offense troops, especially when you're fighting, because you see from T8s to T7s, you can see T8s are obviously the better deal. Um, and then whenever you go from T6 to T7s, each one of the stats increase. So, I mean, the T7s are definitely a big change. Um, from it. But when you're going from T7s to T8s horses, there's not a big attack difference. There is a major defense range between them. I mean, and you can kind of see like level 1's worse slowly increases as you go. I mean, so really, there's nothing bad about these guys. Every time you increase on the horses, the stats increase. So there's no big difference. I would build up and use the highest troops for the horses, the best ones that you can. Um, okay, now for the chariots. So let's just kind of take a look at this. Okay, so the level 1, I mean, they stink. The level 2s are terrible. I mean, just look at those stats. I mean, it's not even worth sending them because they suck so bad. Um, Same with level 4s, they're also terrible. Level 5s, whenever you get a level 13 castle, I found that 5s are decently good. Sometimes the level 5s are better than the 6s. In this case, it is. They're just better attackers. But then when you get to 7s, oh my gosh, it really jumps up there. And then you get to T8s, and it's a massive game changer. Then when you get to the T9s, these will be the last guys that I probably train for T9s because they're just so bad. Um, but if you look at the difference between defense, those guys, it's almost worth it to train those guys because they have such a high defense. There's nothing that can really stop their defense. And then when you go to T10s, oh my gosh, I've seen some of these 30 castles that will send like hundreds and thousands of these T10s, and they will wreck these 22s and make them look like cowards. So the T10 uh, Mighty Trebuchets, oh my gosh, get these guys because they are boss. They are absolute boss. Um, Now the archers, so let's just kind of go to level 1s and work our way up. So as you can see, level 1s are garbage, 2s are garbage, 3s are garbage, 4s terrible. The 4s are better than the 5s according to the stats. In my opinion, I think the 5s are much better whenever it comes to attacking, but that's just my opinion. I don't know. T6 is definitely a good defense and attack. Then when you get to these T7s, they really, I mean, you could see a massive game change whenever it comes from T6 to T7 archers. So I would definitely suggest getting these guys. I've got 94,000 of them, so I mean, I'm decently set up for them. T8s, which was part of the reason why I saved archers for last, because they are garbage. Uh, they have a better defense than anything else. And then when you get to the T9s, that's when they really take off, as well as defense and all the stats. And then you get to the T10s, and they're just garbage. So whenever I get to my 30 castle, I would not train these guys until like the last, because they are absolute garbage. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys liked it, please leave a like and subscribe for more content. I will try to put up more content on the channel, as long as my screen recorder will definitely work. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace.